10,000 years ago, during the War of the Ancients, the mighty demigod Agamagan came forth to battle the Burning Legion. Though the colossal boar fell in combat, his actions helped save Azeroth from ruin. Yet, over time, in the areas where his blood fell, massive, thorn-ridden vines sprouted from the earth. The Quillboar, believed to be the mortal offspring of the mighty god, came to occupy these regions and hold them sacred. The heart of these thorn colonies was known as the Razorfen. The great mass of Razorfen Kraul was conquered by the old crone, Charlga Razorflank. Under her rule, the shamanistic Quillboar stage attacks on rival tribes as well as horde villages. Some speculate that Charlga has even been negotiating with agents of the Scourge, aligning her unsuspecting tribe with the ranks of the undead for some insidious purpose. Hey YouTube, Red Sox fan, finally back again with a Let's Play Vanilla Warcraft. This is episode 40, and surprise, I am running Razorfen Kraul. And I know, it's quite incredible, I've been running dungeons left and right. So this is Razorfen Kraul, and it is the ancestral home of the Quillboar, heavily entrenched within the thorns that supposedly sprang from the corpse of the demigod Agamagan, as you heard in my prelude lore ramble, and it is found in the Southern Barrens at the far southern edge, west side. Basically, if you walk down like Gold Road towards Thousand Needles, on the left and right will be Razorfen Kraul and then Razorfen Downs, which is, I will be running that, but a little later because it's around, the level range is around level 40. Now this dungeon, the enemy level range is 21 to 35, and the minimum level requirement to enter the dungeon is 25. And my group consists of me as the healer, a warrior tanking, an elemental shaman as DPS, and 2 rogues that round off the rest of the DPS. The first boss we encountered in this dungeon is Death Speaker Jargba, who is a level 27 elite Quillboar. Jargba is a Death Speaker, a prophet of the Quillboar religion which preaches their fallen god Agamagan will rise from the dead. As such, he is a combination of priest and powerful warrior. Jargba can mind control members of your party. The best class to take along for this boss is probably a warlock, as he's probably the only boss in this instance who is not immune to fear. However, we were actually able to pull the 2 mobs that are guarding Jargba off of him without actually aggroing him as well. Along with his powerful melee attacks, Death Speaker Jargba uses 2 main abilities: Dominate Mind, which, as I mentioned before, takes control of a humanoid enemy up to level 25 for 15 seconds, and Shadow Bolt. Jargba's loot table caters solely to casters, as he drops 2 uncommon quality cloth armor pieces, one of which is a chest piece and the other of which is a shoulder piece. And to round it off, he drops a rare scepter called the Death Speaker Scepter, which increases healing done by spells and then increases damage done by shadow spells. So it's most useful for warlocks and shadow priests. Now, located in the same room as Death Speaker Jargba, but on another platform, is Agam Thorncurse, who is another boss, but our tank decided to skip him because he doesn't drop anything noteworthy in this patch. So I'm sorry to say that I don't have any footage of his fight. Overlord Ramtusk is a level 27 elite Quillboar, and is the next boss we encounter in this dungeon. Ramtusk has 2 elite ranged guards by his side. However, they can be pulled separately from Overlord Ramtusk on this server, just like the 2 mobs with Death Speaker Jargba were. Ramtusk is a powerful warrior type boss with Thunderclap and Battle Shout. Anyone other than a well-geared tank will not last long against him. The 2 mobs that are guarding Overlord Ramtusk, the Razorfen Spearhides, both have an 80% chance to drop the Armor Piercers, which are polearms that have plus 11 agility on them. Overlord Ramtusk drops 2 items, the first being an uncommon male headpiece that has strength and agi on it, and the second being a rare 2-handed axe called the Corpse Maker, which has strength and stamina on it, and I was unfortunate enough to not receive it this run. The next boss we encountered is Earthcaller Helmgar, which is a level 27 rare boss found just past the first wooden bridge after the Overlord Ramtusk encounter. She has several abilities, including Lightning Bolt, Earthbind Totem, and Summon Earth Rumbler. However, she was sort of glitched out, and we ended up just attacking her while we were on the bridge, and she was kind of stuck not on the bridge. You'll see in the video. Her loot table includes true drops, an uncommon leather headpiece called the Whisperwind headdress, and a rare staff called the Wind Spirit staff, and neither of those things dropped, so we were quite unlucky. The next boss we encountered is Agathelos the Raging, a hostile level 27 elite boar. Agathelos is a truly colossal armored boar, roughly twice the size of a common thunder lizard, and becomes even bigger when enraged. He is kept in a short tunnel guarded by several quillboar, who maintain a field to keep the monstrous creature penned in. Given that the god and progenitor of the quillboar is Agamaggan, a titanic boar, an animal such as Agathelos is one of considerable spiritual significance. Among Agathelos' main abilities are Frenzy, which increases its attack speed and physical damage, Rushing Charge, which increases its movement speed by 60% and causes it to inflict an additional 10 damage on its first attack, Rampage, which inflicts normal damage plus 7 to nearby enemies, stunning them for 2.5 seconds, and Left 4 Dead, which inflicts 200 damage to an enemy and forces it to feign death for up to 5 minutes. However, I don't believe we encountered that ability during this fight. Agathelos' loot table contains 2 pieces, the first being a leather leg piece called Fearine leggings, which have plus strength and agi on it, and the second being a rare dagger called the Swine Tusk Shank, which has plus stamina and spirit. Charlga Razorflank, the Crone, is a level 27 elite, and the last boss found in Razorfen Kraul. She is the leader of the Death's Head and Razorfen tribes. Charlga is a tenacious leader and an extremely powerful geomancer. Among her numerous spells and abilities are Chain Bolt, Mana Spike, which restores her mana, Purity, which makes her immune to all attacks and spells for 2 seconds, and Renew, which is a heal over time. Charlga is also totally immune to shadow damage, stuns, and silence effects, making her a particularly tough target for some casters. Charlga Razorflank drops 3 pieces of loot, all of which are rare. The first being Agamaggan's Clutch, which is a unique finger with plus spirit and stamina. The second being Heart of Agamaggan, which is a shield with plus spirit and stamina. And the last being Pronged Reaver, which is a one-handed axe with plus spirit and strength. Along with those pieces of loot, she also drops 2 quest items, one being either Razorflank's Medallion or Razorflank's Heart, depending on which faction you are, and the Small Scroll, which is a quest starter. So here I am now turning in the quest Going Guano to Master Apothecary Farinel in the Apothecarium in the Undercity. He also gives me the follow-up quest Hearts of Zeal, which will be completed in the Scarlet Monastery dungeons. And just below the Apothecarium, I will be turning in the quest that I received from the small scroll that I looted from Charlga Razorflank to Veramathris, and will be collecting the follow-up quest to be completed in Razorfen Downs. And last but certainly not least, I will be turning in the quest A Vengeful Heart to Ald Stonespire. The quest itself tasked us with collecting Charlga Razorflank's heart, the final boss of Razorfen Kraul. The rewards for this quest include 3 different rare pieces of armor. I chose the Marbled Buckler, which is a rare shield that has plus 5 stats such as strength, agility, stamina, etc. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and I hope you guys look forward to the next episode whenever I am tasked with making it. I don't know what I'm going to do actually. There aren't really any dungeons for me to run now up until around level 40-ish. So until next time guys, stay classy and peace out.